using a Bunsen burner. Note, using a match can affect the sensitivity of the fingertip if burned and can therefore affect tactile ability with braille or other multi-sensory activities in the future. Okay, so we have George here and he is about to demonstrate how he will turn on a Bunsen burner independently using a different tool to other students, as we're not going to use a match because George is a braille reader. So, can you tell me what you're holding in your hand?
So I'm holding a click lighter. As you said, it's got a long stem so that when I press it, there's no danger near to a match.
Yep. Okay, and what have you got in front of you?
So I've got the heat-proof mat so it doesn't burn the bench.
Yeah.
And then I've got the Bunsen burner, which is plugged in to the big long rubber pipe tube. And then we've got the two gas pipes on the left.
Yeah, your gas taps. And everything's connected. They were a bit tricky to connect, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
so
a fair bit.
For George, we did it together. I held the Bunsen burner while he pushed the hose over the valve, and the same with the gas tap, needing some assistance just because it's quite a tight fit. The good thing about this setup is that the hose is very, very dark, which is not always useful for all students, but sometimes it's good to have that contrast to the bench to know where the tap is.
This is yellow bench and yellow and silver, so yeah.
Okay, and we've got a dark blue hose. Okay, so talk me through what you're going to do to be safe. So the hand that you're quite dominant with is holding the lighter, and then what's your other hand going to do? Before you do it, just talk to me.
Well, so my left hand at the moment will just sort of be on my side, and then I'll track the lighter up the,
do you remember what it's called?
Up the barrel. And then I just hold it just above, and then I take my left hand to the tap and I light the clicker, and then I press down
and turn,
and away
move your lighter away.
You've got it.
And you've got that. Now, when you said you've got to track the Bunsen burner, what are we looking for first?
We're looking for the base.
The base of the Bunsen burner, and then we're going up the barrel. Now, before we started this video, another really important thing for you to remember was to close something. Do you remember what that is?
Close the safety flame.
So we want the safety flame. You've got the safety flame.
Yes.
So we closed the... What needs to be closed? Those
the
little...
vent. The vent.
The little holes.
Yeah, the little holes. Yep.
Yeah. And if they're open, what happens?
It turns to a not so safe flame.
Correct. And we can hear the difference too, can't we?
Yeah.
So it's good to practice. You can go for it. You can change it. I like your confidence.
So you can hear that. It's a very... sounds like a spitty almost.
And is that louder flame? We know it's a blue colour. Is it hotter or cooler?
Much hotter because there's much more air, so much more fuel.
Yes, okay. Can you turn the Bunsen burner off for me, please?
Yes.
Beautiful, nice and safe. Well done, George.
Thanks.
Using a Bunsen burner with one hand. All right, so we have Tom here today, and Tom struggles to use his right hand, but has a very, very strong and well-functioning left hand. When working in the science lab with a Bunsen burner and a lighter, Tom will find it really hard to turn the gas taps on and use the lighter at the same time. Now, we all know the most fun part about lighting a Bunsen burner is doing the lighting part. So Tom will have to request that someone is there to turn the gas taps on when he is ready. He also had some assistance with putting the air hose on the correct valves, and he has made sure that the air holes are closed by feeling with his fingernail, and he can demonstrate this to you as well. So Tom's going to check to see that the holes are closed. He's going to use his fingers. Sometimes you can use your fingernail to see inside of the holes. Use that fingernail, find one of the holes, use a fingernail, and as you turn that part, can you feel when they're open and closed? Yeah? Okay, are we nice and closed?
Yes, we are.
So when those holes are closed, what are we going to get from the Bunsen burner?
We're going to get a safe flame.
Good, a safe flame. All right, so as we spoke about earlier, Tom uses his left hand, and therefore Tom needs to ask his SSO or teacher for support with the gas taps.
Can you please turn on the gas taps, please?
Okay, let me know when you're ready. So he's locating the barrel, up the barrel, and he likes to hover on top. And there we go, and I've turned the gas tap on for Tom. Now, Tom can pass me the lighter once he's done, and he can safely turn that Bunsen burner off on his own. Beautiful. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks
Thank
for
you for
watching
watching
and
and
listening.
listening.